A mistake is something that every single human being has done. We've all said the wrong thing, done the wrong thing, or made the wrong choice. Making mistakes and failing is completely inevitable. It happens to all of us. But even though we try to avoid them, mistakes are actually very critical to our success. There's a simple saying that says, if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. Now that doesn't mean that you should go out and purposely mess up in everything that you do. You should always try your hardest, but when you do make a mistake, put in the effort to actually learn from that mistake. Making mistakes doesn't mean that you're bad at something. It doesn't mean that you suck. You gotta understand that it's part of the process of just being a human being and part of the process of learning a new thing. A lot of people, when they make mistakes, they look very down on themselves, especially when they're new to things. If you're new to a sport and you make a mistake, you look down on yourself. You ask yourself, what am I doing wrong? How can I fix this? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Is this sport for me? And that's not the right mindset to have. Mistakes are so inevitable. Every single day, the moment you wake up, the moment you think of something, whether it's lustful thought, whether it's your drinking habit, whether it's something, a temptation, something that you know it's a sin, but you want to still go for it, that's making a mistake. You're falling into sin, you're falling into the habit again, you're making a mistake. That's how imperfect us as human beings are. And that's how quickly we are to make mistakes. When you make a mistake, don't talk down on yourself. Don't. All that is going to do is just purposely and influence you to make way more mistakes. You're going to almost go about life thinking, okay, mistakes are just a thing that's supposed to happen. You're going to go about life thinking mistakes are my only way, my only option for this sport, for this new thing that I want to try. But if every mistake you look at it and you learn from it, the more you will become better. The more you'll actually learn. The more you'll understand something. You know, a lot of people want to give up as soon as they make a mistake. Either because they have high expectations of themselves, or maybe they have low expectations. You know, if you have high expectations and you make a mistake, you're going to think, this isn't for me. Because I thought I would do the greatest. I thought I would be the best. I thought I would do the most spectacular with this thing. But then I ended up making 15 mistakes at this thing. So that means it's not for me, but that doesn't mean anything. Because the only way to learn is from mistakes. You don't learn from nothing. Nobody grabs a basketball that is instantly perfect at throwing, can instantly get a swish every single freaking second. Nobody. LeBron James, he had to learn how to play basketball. He had to make 50,000 mistakes to actually become good at basketball. He didn't pick up that ball and was instantly good at it. No. He had to learn. He had to fail and learn. And that right there is something that you gotta do too. And failing isn't fun. Making mistakes is not fun. It's not something we enjoy. It's not something to enjoy. And it's not something that we should enjoy. You know, because it feels painful whenever you thought you would be good at something. Whenever you feel like you could be good at something, you make a mistake, your brain instantly goes to the thought of quitting. Your brain instantly goes to the thought of just giving up. And that right there is not the way that you should wire your brain. You should wire your brain to instead go to learning when you make a mistake. When you make a mistake, it shouldn't be mistake, I want to quit. It should be mistake, I want to learn. Because right there, that is the mindset that will bring you so far in life with every single thing that you do. Whether it's unloading the dishwasher or playing the biggest sport in the world. Whether that's soccer or football, hockey or volleyball. Or your business. Whenever you make a mistake in your business, you lose a lot of money. But what matters is you understand why you failed, why you made that mistake, and you learn from that mistake to do better. That's how people succeed. Nobody succeeds off the bat. It takes years, it takes mistakes to succeed. You don't succeed right away. I feel so deep about this because, you know, I make mistakes a lot. And mistakes are just a normal thing to do. And it's something you gotta learn. It's something you gotta learn that, you know, you gotta make mistakes. And it's gotta happen. And it's gonna happen. Whether you try not to or you do, it's gonna happen. You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna be like, today I'm not gonna make a mistake. But then eventually, you'll make a mistake somewhere. Honestly, people are so caught up in trying to be perfect. People are so caught up in trying to have no mistakes. But ultimately, the people who make mistakes are the people who grow the furthest. They're the people who get the furthest. They're the people who know how to get to the furthest. There's also another great side of just making mistakes to learn from it, is a lot of people like you are going to come across the same thing as you. They're going to make the same mistake as you, and they're not going to understand what to do. They're going to feel like giving up. They're not going to understand that they have to learn from it. And they're going to feel like, I can't do this. But you got to come along and you got to be like, here's what you got to do. Don't look down on yourself. Get back up. This is how you learn from it. This is what you should do when you make this mistake. Because right there, that's something that you should do. You should use your knowledge of what you learn from your mistakes to help others through their mistakes. It happens. It happens. Ultimately, I want to end off by saying this. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. Every single day, whether it's just one mistake, you're going to make it. But what matters is that you don't bring yourself down. You don't say, I got to quit. You don't say, I got to stop. No, you bring yourself up. You understand what you did wrong and why you did wrong. And you got to understand it and you got to learn from that. And the moment you learn from that, well, the moment that you don't make that mistake again. Come on now. So I want you to realize this, man. Don't look hard on your mistakes. Okay? It only brings yourself down. It only destroys your success. I also want to say this, is that, well, Jesus, he can fix all those mistakes. You shouldn't feel grief for him. You shouldn't feel sad for all the mistakes. No. Jesus already took that away. I hope you have a great day. And I really hope this message gets to you. You know, it got to me. I just had such a heart for this video and this idea and this stuff. And it's just huge. I love it. And yeah, hope you have a great weekend. And God bless. God bless.